And back in the day, you used to have the bad man or the guy in a suit come and sell you a story and say, I want to help you. There's no one in this world who wants to help you for free.
As well, I was trying to real about it. I don't want to go into detail about it. But when we fly, bro, we got economy, bruv.
What?
We got economy. No. But we can go first class, but we got economy. I'm letting people know.
And obviously the ice. I'm not an ice guy. I don't like ice on watches. But this looks
nice.
clean. It looks nice.
Yeah, it does look clean.
Well, even if it's factory dial, you're still not a nice guy. Like diamonds.
This is not too much, but I'd never ever buy an iced out watch.
You won't buy that?
Yeah. Nah.
But you like that?
Nah. If you gave me that, I wouldn't wear it.
Keeping it moving. What are we doing? If we ain't moving, hey, keeping it moving, keeping it groovy. Yeah. Hey.
Just stepped off a plane, never hopped in a range, I hopped in a Uber. Straight to the stage, but I stopped at a break, big belly like Buddha. Metabolism slowing down, but the bars ain't. Go hard, but the flow so blasé. From the east to the west, no Kanye. Crowd went nuts when I stepped in a park.
Moving, keeping it moving. What are we doing? If we ain't moving, hey.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Broad Talks. It's me, Henry, joined by co-host Kieran Richardson, Norwegian international and Watford Premier League striker Joshua King. How are you, mate?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, we're good. Let's get bang into it. Let's talk about Watford right now. Let's talk about you, Watford. Obviously, it's your new club this year. What's been your feelings over the season? Obviously, it's been a tough one.
No, the feeling's been all right, but obviously this is our third manager now with Roy Hodgson, and it started off quite well, but this league is tough, and I do believe that we're going to fight ourselves out of it, but it's tough, and obviously now we're in a relegation zone. We got, I think, 2 or 1 game in hand on Norwich. We just got to keep going. I think it will end up being one of those, the last 2 games of the season. It's going to come down to that, but we got a good squad. We signed a few new players. I think we got 4 new players in the January window, so it'll be interesting to see. And we got a big game, which is like a 6-pointer against Burnley on Saturday. So the boys got to be up for that, and it's the new manager's first game, so it'll be interesting.
I always found as well, like obviously from my playing days, when you're playing against teams like Burnley, teams around you, they're the must-win games. I know the top end of the table, we don't really expect to get anything out against Chelsea away, but the games against Burnley's, Newcastle's, they're like 6-pointers, and you have to win that game. You have to get that battle.
Yeah, but that's what's strange, because we managed to beat United. I think it was like 5-2 or something.
Yeah, I remember.
4-1, I think.
4-1.
Yeah, you scored first.
4-1.
Score.
Yeah,
oh, cool.
and then we slapped up Everton, and then
go get beat by a donkey.
And get beat. But we're I don't know exactly what it is, but I think when you beat a big team, you fly too high sometimes, and loads of the players we have in our team hasn't played Premier League before.
Yeah,
I've been here for 5 years, and this is my 6th Prem season, but it's just new to a few people, but we do have the talent, and our problem's been conceding goals, because we've been creating and scoring a few goals. But now it's like you say, playing against those around yourself is mentally as well, because the points are worth double.
100%.
So how do you feel like you've performed this season? Obviously, you just mentioned scoring against United. You used to play, or you were in the academy at United. How's it sort of...
You broke into the team. You played a game, didn't you, for United?
No, I got a cup game.
Did you get a cup game?
Yeah, and a Champions League.
Nice.
Yeah, you were in a few of the squads. So how was it, scoring against United, obviously in the 4-1 bashing, which we talked about? Everyone loves right now, especially us as Arsenal fans, seeing United get battered.
No, hold on a minute.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Sorry, let me cut in.
Me.
Yeah, you do. Even I support Arsenal, but I still want United to do well. So when I see them getting beat, it does upset me, because I used to play for them. So
yeah,
it does get upset. How do you feel about it? You like them losing, or?
I don't care.
You don't care?
Nah.
Don't care.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Since growing up, I've never really supported the team.
Yeah.
I obviously support the team that I'm playing for, because that's my new teammates then, and the new manager and the owner that I'm playing for. But I've never been emotionally attached to any team. I used to like players, so like R9, Thierry Henry, but I've never stuck to just one club, never.
Okay, cool.
So would you say out of those two, one of those is like was your hero growing up in terms of football, or did you idolize anyone, or like, you know, when you're in the back garden growing up trying to play like anyone?
I wish I had a garden when I grew up.
No.
Straight.
Nah.
R9.
R9 I would say was my idol when I was younger.
You said that as well.
R9's
didn't you?
my idol as well,
Yeah,
for sure. I'm surprised R9's your idol because how old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh, that's not too far. You're 7 years
Yeah,
behind me. So yeah, same era. But R9 was my hero, not as my child, but I used to love watching him. Him and Ronaldinho was just
Those 2 seasons, Ronaldinho. That's the best I've seen a footballer play.
yeah, facts.
Like play and enjoy watching it.
Even though Messi and Ronaldo have like eclipsed them, like R9 and Ronaldinho, but for me, I don't know what it is. It feels like they're the best players in the world, R9 and Ronaldinho. It's weird.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that? Even though they got the most stats and the more goals, but for me,
It's like that Brazilian flair, isn't it?
bro, it's another ball game, bro.
It was just different.
Yeah.
So when it came to then, let's go more into that. Growing up in, it was Oslo, wasn't it, in Norway?
Yeah.
How did you go from there to Man United? How did that all come about? That whole sort of story.
No, it was a tournament, and called Nike Premier Cup. So the best teams in Norway, the 12 best teams, and they play a tournament. And I played the year before for my age above, and then I changed teams to Vålerenga, and then we won that tournament that year. And then obviously there were scouts in the stands, and I got a few offers. But then
from other Premier League clubs, or
all in England.
Yeah.
So I think Chelsea was one of. I know Chelsea was one of them, and United, Sheffield Wednesday, or United, and maybe Sunderland. I don't know of Sunderland, so don't quote me on that. And then I went to United first, like to do the first trial, but I enjoyed it so much because as soon as I walked in, I just clicked straight away with I remember this John Kofi, Larnell Cole, Jesse Lingard, and Ravel Morrison.
Yeah.
So when I finished that week of training, they was like, we want to sign you straight away.
Wow.
And I was like, my mum was like, do you want to go and try somewhere else?
What age was that?
I was 15.
So was you in the FA Youth Cup winning team then?
No, I was too old for that when they won it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was Pogba and them.
Lingard.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm 92 then.
Oh, you're 1 year older than them.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, Jesse's my same age, but he's born late in the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Ravel Morrison. I think I've seen you say before about how talented he was, sort of as a player.
Yeah.
As growing up through the academy, do you think he was the best you saw?
Yeah, he's the best player I've ever seen.
Really?
What, really?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
the best player I've ever seen.
That's massive.
In everyone says this about, he had the most potential and the biggest talent I've ever seen. More than Pogba.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, you know what? When I played against Ravel, when he was at West Ham, I was playing at Fulham at the time, and I remember, bro, I was at Upton Park, bro, he couldn't get the ball off him, bro. It was a total, bro, he's putting it through guys' legs and all sorts, just, you couldn't get it off him. Like 4 geezers on him, just, the balance was crazy, his confidence, his swagger on the pitch. And it's just a shame, like, someone with that much talent, just to be, I don't know where he's at now. I know he's still playing, but
I think he's at Derby. He's at Derby.
Derby.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Listen, he's still quite young, so.
Yeah, he's
But
28 or 29.
It feels like when you see Pogba and you see Ravel, obviously you even said it, Ravel was a better player.
He was a better talent, but
Okay.
there's so many players around the world.
Yeah.
I didn't mention there's another one, Gael Kakuta. He
Okay.
used to play for Chelsea. He was another.
I remember Gal Kukuta, yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, I remember
Like
it.
he tore us apart in
Yeah.
one FA Youth Cup game, but you have to work hard.
100%.
Is that what you think was his sort of downfall? Is the working hard or the attitude? Like, I don't want
People
to
around
talk badly on any people.
I don't really know. If I had the answer, then I would. Listen,
Tell him.
I was very close to Ravel. Like we was like boys, me and him, and I still chat to him every now and then now because I know he's one of the sweetest kids, and now he's a man, but and he's had a big heart back then, but he's just sometimes things don't go your way, and he can lose focus sometimes. And
Yeah, I think also you need a bit of luck at rubber the green sometimes. You need a bit of luck, you know. As you said, I think if you work hard, I've come from just put the work in, bro. Talent's not enough.
Nah.
It can only get you so far, and it got him so far with United. People, whatever happened, and he got left and gone on, and his career's kind of not gone. He hasn't performed to what he could have been. We all know he should have been a massive superstar. It hasn't planned out that way, but that's life. It happens every day to people. I know loads of people it happens to.
Not every sort of potential superstar are always going to be the superstars.
Yeah.
No, and sometimes it wasn't for you. I don't know him personally, but I'm just saying. I always hear his name. Everyone says it. He was the best player they've seen and things like that. And all the clips we've seen on YouTube.
That's nothing.
It's nothing.
No, that's nothing.
Tell us some mad things in training.
Trade.
What he used to do to people.
Nah, he would come out and he'd be like, me and him used to have this Bluetooth, so he was like only pass to each other sometimes in training.
Yeah.
But he also said, Josh, let's see who can get the most megs. And then he'll say, so let's say we're walking out, he'd be like, watch, I'm gonna meg that guy today in training. And he'll do it. And it's like, he just took the piss in training. Like it was so easy for him. Like it looked effortless. But that was just his talent.
Sick.
So imagine he worked hard and lived right on top of that talent. He could play for Madrid or be a United hero by now. But obviously things happen and it didn't go that way. But I'm just glad he's still playing football and he didn't go the wrong route.
Yeah.
And Derby's a good club to be at right now. Obviously they've got all the stuff that's going on, but they're making mad moves to stay up right now after they've got that point deduction.
They're doing very well. I know Kazim Richards is there because I was with him at Blackburn and he's scoring goals. And obviously Wayne Rooney's the manager now and he's making a statement. If he manages to keep them up, that's a
well. I heard that he got offered the Everton job, or they approached him and he was like, "Nah, I'm sticking with Derby. I'm going for this. Trying
to keep him up.
Yeah, trying to keep him up.
How many points are they adrift? I don't even know.
I think they're like 7 points adrift now.
So he can do it.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's done a
they
good
did
job.
lose a lot of points though.
They lost loads, but then they went on a streak of like 9 games, won 7, drew 1, lost 1.
Yeah.
And the one they lost was also like apparently they shouldn't have lost.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Question for me. When you was at Bournemouth, obviously your best time for me, what I've seen so far, is you've been at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Would you say that's your best time so far in your career at Bournemouth?
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah.
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 That season when you was banging, I don't know how many goals you got. Quite a lot of goals. How did you feel when you was in the Prem? Did you feel that you was untouchable? I remember I was speaking to you and he was like, "Oh, United might be in for me." I remember that. And
that was about a year and a half ago.
That's not even that long ago.
No, that was when just before COVID. Yeah, like 2 months before COVID.
But under Ollie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like thin lines in the game, bro? Like little decisions like that. He could have been at United. How mad that is.
I do believe things happen for a
reason. Yeah, of course, they happen for a reason.
Yeah,
but sometimes it's
going back.
100%. And when you said that to me, I was like, oh man, I pray that you get to go back there and play because it's a massive club.
Yeah.
Even though Watford is still a Premier League club and it's good, but I'm saying Man United is a completely different ball game.
Yeah, and it was weird because there was no one else in the picture. It was just them, and they had a striking problem.
Yeah, I remember.
And they really needed to get someone in, and then obviously they came, but then that didn't happen for whatever reason. And
you went Everton, didn't you?
Yeah, I went Everton on loan.
Yeah,
which was strange because I didn't think I was going anywhere, and then like just before the day of the deadline, they just rang me and said, "Don't come into training."
What's that club like, Everton?
Yeah, it's a decent club.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I didn't enjoy my time there. Yeah. But it's a decent. The fans are very, very passionate, and I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
And my biggest regret, because I've always play well when I go to.
Can you score against Everton recently?
Goodness, I always play well. Yeah, hat trick.
Dangerous puts it. Can he finish it? And still, and there would win.
I always play well when I go to Goodison.
Yeah.
But one of my worst regret is I didn't get to show the fans like what I could do.
You didn't get the game time?
No, I never started a game. I got a few 10 minutes here, 12 minutes, 5 minutes here, and every time Angelotti put me on, put me on the wing, and I'm a striker. But it was a frustrating time. But it's a massive club. They got great fans, passionate. I just seen Dele Alli went there, and I know him, so I hope he does well there.
New manager as well.
It wasn't for me, and I didn't enjoy my time. But no,
I used to hate playing there as a player.
Where?
Goodison. I used to hate it, man. So tight.
Yeah, I love that. See, I want the fans close.
No. I like when I used to play White Hart Lane. I loved it. That's fine. But it's just Goodison. I don't know what it is. I've got that whole connection with Scousers and Man United. Just don't. It's like a thing, isn't it? Like I hate playing at Liverpool. I hate playing at Liverpool, and I hate playing at Everton. Even though their fans are fantastic, but just my preference. just don't get along with it. And Everton is so tight, mate. You could hear guys.
You hear everything.
Scousers are different, aren't they?
Bruv, they're raw. They're raw dog. They're a raw dog, you know.
See, I like that.
Yeah, no,
It's real.
It's character.
Yeah.
Up there, they got pure characters, and I give it to them. But as a player, I used to hate going to fucking Liverpool. Everton and Liverpool, I used to hate it. And
What's your favourite stadium?
my favorite? Emirates. Emirates, bruv, all day long. You know why?
That hurts.
Not because I'm an Arsenal fan. It was the easiest place to go, bruv, and it was so beautiful. The pitch was like banging.
Yeah, they have the.
I used to love
one of the
Emirates
best pitches.
because I feel like the fans, Emirates fans, Arsenal fans, they were alright. They weren't like on it. Remember, Highbury used to be like on you, proper on you. But when they went to bloody Emirates, it was like, all right, it's a nice place to go. The pitch is beautiful. If you keep Arsenal quiet in the first half an hour, you might get sank at the game.
Yeah.
So that's how I split.
That's the most gutting thing about being an Arsenal fan is people just telling you that the Emirates is the library. It's easy to go to. Like no one like is scared of going to the Emirates,
No.
which is a big issue which Arsenal have right now.
I was excited to go to Emirates.
You told me this.
I wish I could say the same because I think I've never got a point at Emirates.
Haven't you? No,
No.
I've got
I don't
points.
even think I've played a good game against Arsenal away ever.
Yeah, I've done well there. I used to hate going to Anfield as well. Anfield and Everton was just hard work, man. I just hate it. Liverpool, I used to get nothing there, no change, absolutely no change whatsoever. It was a nightmare, total nightmare.
Should we talk about you playing for Norway? Things like that. Players that are currently at Norway, really excited. Norwegian.
Yeah.
Exciting. I really want to hear your thoughts on one because I'm an Arsenal fan. Martin Odegaard.
Yeah, smart guy.
Yeah. Let's go into him first. Obviously, there's a big one coming up as well. So,
Martin is a top lad, like top professional. He got signed to Real Madrid when he was 16.
That's crazy.
Like he was like the talk of the show everywhere.
Yeah.
And he was still so young, and he only played in Norway. But he's really grown into a man now when he comes to his on the pitch and the way he plays. And obviously, he was at Madrid. He went on loan to was it Vitesse? He went to Vitesse.
yeah.
Then he went to Real Sociedad, and he did well there. And then he came back, and obviously he went to Arsenal, and I think that's been a very good move for him.
Very good.
And I still think he has a lot to grow because he's a very serious professional. He lives right, and he's a very talented player.
How old is he?
he's like 22, 23 now.
A baby.
He's born 98.
98. Wow.
Yeah,
do
so
the
he's
math.
23.
Wow.
He's 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the reason I brought it up, because obviously, like as you said, he went to Madrid at 16.
Yeah,
so because
so young.
he's been about for what, like 7 years, no, like 6 years now. Everyone like sort of forgot about him and forgot that he was like the wonder kid at that time. Everyone was like, Martin Odegaard is going to be next big thing.
Yeah.
And then because he was so young at such a big club, no one really heard about him for a while until he started banging for Sociedad again when he went on loan there.
It's tough going to Real Madrid.
Bro,
though,
Ronaldo
'cause
was there. Ronaldo was
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Where'd you go from Madrid? Like
Down,
this-
down. You go
everything
down.
else
Yeah.
is downwards
Down.
Because
from
if
Madrid.
he didn't make it from then on, it was like where was he going to go from there?
Yeah.
So I think Arsenal got really lucky with it. It suited both players right now for him to be at Arsenal, because we needed exactly that kind of player.
Yeah.
And then he needed a club like Arsenal that was going to give him the game time, first team football every single time.
And still a massive club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's still a massive club.
Yeah.
So I think, when it comes to him, everything's going the right way. He's an integral part of that sort of young unit up front as well.
No, he's a good kid. He's
Yeah.
But the main question is obviously the guy you look like. We call him. He thinks he looks like him.
No.
Haaland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's he like in terms of?
I've
As a
only
player?
been with him a few times when we went to the national team. He's just a beast.
Is
Yeah.
He's like, when he start running in behind, there is no catching him.
Really? Is he fast?
And rapid.
Is he?
Bro,
Wow.
I think he's got the quickest sprint speed this year.
When he gets going, no one's catching him.
Really?
Like the first few yards, he's not the sharpest, but like, when he opened those legs and he's got his left foot, I've never seen anyone kick a ball harder.
You play in the Premier League. You feel like if he does come to the Prem, what club would suit him the best? What team would suit him the best? The football style.
I know he's gonna get 100 chances a game if he plays for City.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he'll suit any counter-attacking team or any that got the ball. I don't think he will struggle in any team. I think Premier League would suit him because he's quick, strong, and he can finish. And he's got like eye for goal. Like he knows where to be, when to be. Like
I think he'll come Premier League because one, it's the biggest league in the world, and two, his dad played in the Premier League as well.
He's his own man.
Yeah, he's his own man, but
he's got that sort of that persona about him that he's
got that superstar persona.
He'll go anywhere and he will be the man there. In fact, do you? This is why I was having a debate with Kieran the other day. Do you think he's got a Ballon d'Or coming his way in the next 10 years?
How old is he now? 20?
Yeah,
I'd be disappointed if you don't.
Yeah,
you know,
I was saying him and Mbappe for the next 10 years. If they're not doing ones and twos every year,
you know what it is, because
Mbappe,
his goal record's phenomenal, and because he scores all the goals, he will always be up there. But when I think World Player of the Year, like the best player in the world, I'm not saying he's not the best player in the world, but you think like the all round, like can do a madness, go past someone like Messi, Ronaldo. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's that guy, if that's his style.
He's a number 9.
Thank you.
He will score you 20 to 30 goals every season,
but
wherever he goes.
To be fair, history has told us that's enough now to get the Ballon d'Or, scoring goals.
Yeah.
Right? Correct?
Yeah.
Because look, my man from Bayern Munich, I know he's an amazing player.
Who? Lewandowski?
Yeah, he's a bad man.
You can't disrespect Lewandowski.
He's not disrespecting. He's saying you could be the best player in the world just by being an utter finisher.
Yeah. He's a top player.
No, he's sick.
Yeah,
he's
all-round play is very good.
He's amazing.
Same with Benzema. It's interesting to see how they develop at such a late age. Like, what's Lewandowski, 30?
He hasn't won it. He hasn't won it.
33, I think.
No, but the way he's playing the last 2-3 seasons is the best. And the same with Benzema.
He should have won it.
But
even Messi said it's a liberty.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say, do you feel like even like that, Messi knows he shouldn't have won it? Do you feel like sometimes the reputation gets you it?
But they didn't give it out last year when he should have won it.
Didn't they?
No.
Oh yeah, they COVID.
Because of COVID.
And Messi said in his speech, he was like, "You should have won it last year."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, he's a fun.
But when you look at Lewandowski, like he is ripped, and he's like 33 years old, but he looks fit.
They look after themselves. Bro.
Yeah, the football's changed.
Yeah.
Like everyone have their own chef, watch their diet plan and everything. It's not like 20 years ago.
100% nutrition's on point. I feel like if you're getting paid all that money, you might as well spend £1 million a year on investing in yourself.
Yeah.
It's so important.
Yeah, so you extend your career,
100%,
so you earn
get more money.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
So let's talk about watches, bro.
Yeah, let's get down to what's on the
First of
table.
all, what's your favorite brand? That's my first question for you. What is your favorite brand? I know his favorite brand. I know my favorite brand, but what's your favorite brand? And why? What do you like about it?
I'm stuck in between because I like watches. Well, personally for me, I like to have what no one else has. So I don't want to go in this. I don't want to spend my money on a watch, and then you go into a changing room and you see someone else has it. Like the reason I got into watches was because my old agent. Because I used to always say, "Why are you buying watches?" I remember he had a Breitling, and I asked him how much he paid for it. This is when I was like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got a watch on my phone. I'm never buying a watch. And he said, "Nah, Josh, every time you sign a deal, buy yourself a watch for an accomplishment, and then keep that as a little trophy."
Sentiment thing, to you.
Yeah. So I signed my first deal, and I bought a watch, and it's like a tattoo. If you start, you cannot stop. It gets addicted.
Yeah.
But now the way the watch game's going, it's like I didn't start off by buying for investment ways. I just bought because I like watches.
But are you doing that now, buying for investment wise, or buying what you like and it happens to be double in price?
I'll say a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to like the watch.
Yeah. I wouldn't buy a watch if
didn't like it.
If I didn't like it. But if you buy a watch for 50k and you get back 150.
It's crazy.
It's
It's
no
brainer.
Win-win.
Yeah.
So what's the two brands it's between then? The favorite brand.
I like Patek. I really like Patek. And I like RMs. I know a few people don't really like them, but they just look different in real life.
Well, bro, I'm the RM guy over here. He's the Patek guy.
They look different.
100%.
And when you say that you want stuff that other people don't have, that is RM, isn't it? They're like probably the most limited watches out there. So
how many watches they make a year? What was the start again?
5,000.
Yeah, they're 5,000 free, and then you got
That's
Patek
nothing.
is like 60,000 in
Yeah,
there,
70,000.
and Rolex is like $500,000 a year.
It's a mil.
Yeah.
I'm like that as well. I like to buy things that no one's got, like rare things.
Yeah.
I think it's just nice knowing that no one's got it. Even though I do have common watches as well that everyone's got.
Yeah.
I do. I have it. I admit that. But for me, I like walking, as you said, I like walking to a room knowing that no one's got it. It doesn't have to be the most expensive watch. It's just more like no one's got it. You know what I'm saying, H?
Yeah. And what about the difference between these two?
Yeah. So if you could pick out these watches now, which watch would you prefer and why do you like it? That's the rarest watch there. That's not an RM.
No, I do like Rolex as well. But you said favorite. But I do love Rolex as well. But the problem with that is you see so many people with it. But
how many of those have you seen?
See, because of the Arabic dial.
Yeah.
That's rare. So that's like, and I've not seen this one before.
Yeah.
Like,
feel the weight of it.
Yeah, it's a platinum, no?
Yeah.
And because of the face and obviously the eyes, I'm not an ice guy. I don't like ice on watches, but this looks
nice.
clean.
It looks nice. Yeah, it does look clean.
Well, even if it's factory dial, you're still not a nice guy. Like diamonds.
This is not too much, but I'd never ever buy an iced out watch.
You wouldn't buy that?
Yeah. Nah.
But you like that?
Nah. If you gave me that, I wouldn't wear it.
You wouldn't wear it?
No.
That's a good point.
So is that one then? It's the favourite?
No, I reckon that one's your favourite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The middle one's his favourite.
Yeah.
RM 7201. It's a nice watch, beautiful.
Yeah.
Size, you like size of it? Size is nice. Oh, you like big RMs, don't you? That's small.
No, I like this.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's dope. Look at the back, look at the movement.
Yeah, it's sick.
In-house chronograph made by RM themselves.
Yeah, RM is.
Yeah, I think it's understated as well.
Was that one of the first watches that RM actually made the movement themselves?
Yeah, recently.
Because Patek used to make their movements. AP, yeah.
Yeah, they always outsource their movements from AP. So this is one of the first ones they made They make themselves now.
Wait, Richard Mille used to copy.
No, not copy. They get all their movements.
Yeah.
AP used to make them.
And now they got their own.
Now they got their own. This is one of the first watches they did. They made their own in-house chronograph.
Batman watch.
But AP owns some of RM apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't be telling.
Sorry, I'm putting too much secrets out there. Maybe RM might. I don't know what.
Sorry, RM. Do a sponsorship deal and we'll help you out next time.
What about this watch on my wrist? Do you like this?
Yeah, that's the.
Is this the best one?
If you put that on the table, then I'll pick that. If you can give me 2 out of 3, I'll take that over 2. So if I got 2 of these watches or that one, I'll take that one.
Yeah, but is
over
it the strap though? You like blue?
Yeah, no, it's just the baby blue with the orange. It's
nice.
I like it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to watches, what's your current thoughts on the market today, including sort of list prices and then the grey market prices as well, and your experience with both of them?
It's crazy. It's like you can make more money on a watch these days than you can in a house. But
I thought you were gonna say your wages. I'll say no, you're lying.
I'll say allow that.
But no, it's obviously anyone would want to buy a watch retail, but everyone also want what they can't have. That's what makes people want something so bad. And the way, because Rolex used to make double the amount of watches that they produced a few years back, and they cut it down 50%. And since then, obviously prices have gone up in the grey market. And the same with, because Richard Mille makes like 5,300 watches a year. Yeah. And then you have Patek, who used to only give watches to royalties, and now 60,000, roughly 60,000 watches they make a year. So I wouldn't say I would put all my money in watches, obviously, but you have to diverse it in different things. And us footballers, we only earn money for short period of time, and we need to maximize for when that day comes. Because when that retirement comes, and Kieran will tell you, maybe not for him, because he's got it up in here, but the money just stopped. You used to getting money in your account every month, and then when you retire, that will say stop, and you will get a big shock. So if you haven't diversified your money right and invested it right, you might hit depression. You might go and find something else that's wrong.
Do you feel like the clubs help you in that? Thank you.
No,
this is what I said.
Yeah, it's one of your big things.
It's one of my big things. I always say it. PFA ain't doing shit. Sorry, I don't want to swear, but when I was a kid, all they said to me was do a little pension.
Yeah, you put money in.
Done. It's dead.
Yeah, but you put money every month in a pension, and you see it when you're 55 or 65.
Yeah, like me now, I was lucky enough. I was the last year to get in before it changed. We got a pension at 35.
Yes.
So that's realistic. As a footballer, we retire young. So I don't understand why now you guys got to wait to 55 to get your money. That's madness. He's retiring in 8 years.
Surely just make it 40. Like,
It's crazy. They need to change that law. I don't get it. They need to change that law. It's stupid. It used to be 35. They want to hold the money in their bank account. I don't get it. So what I remember was me. When I was doing the pension, I said to them, "Nah, you know what? I'll do it, but very minimal." They wanted to do like a.
So you did it. You did it.
I did it, but very, very small, very small. Yeah. I think when I was when it came to the end of it, I got a big check, but it wasn't big; it was little. But my main thing was, I said to them, "I'm not doing the pension. I'm doing property." That was my thing. Yeah. As a kid, I always thought I got to do property. Yeah. My dad put it into me, and I know you're into property as well. And we speak about it sometimes. It's very important that these young footballers, they need to, as you said, diversify. They make so much money. You should never really go broke.
No.
You should never really go broke. I get it. You can go spunk money on a Lamborghini or whatever, but that's fine. You make so much more money. You should never really go broke. And the funny thing is, enough ballers go broke, bro.
Yeah, but it also is a lot of us or footballers are naive. And back in the day, you used to have the bad man or the guy in a suit come and sell you a story and say, I want to help you. There's no one in this world who wants to help you for free. Like, unless it's someone who loves you, family or a friend. But a stranger who's a businessman is never going to come into your picture or in your life and say, let me help you make a couple more 100 grand. But no, I'm work for free. They all do it.
Yeah, there's always a motive. There's always a motive.
That's fair. Like, you do your job. Yeah. And then you get paid for it. But there's so many footballers who I know who's been spunked on bad deals. And when they come back and ask the people who come running and say, I'll do everything for you.
I even know footballers who've put like money in like investments, even property, like bad deals like abroad. I remember like in the paper I was reading about like Florida and things like that, things just going bust. People dropping like £2 million into something and just losing it all. And bro, that's a lot of money to lose. But I do feel like the players now are making so much P. You should never really go broke. They just need the right advice. They need to be educated. And I always say property, you can't really go wrong. And I say PFA, they should be educating these players. They should be putting them down when they're 18, 19 years old, saying, do a pension, but look at this. Properties perform this much. Put your money into assets, tangible assets, all different things. They're not doing that, and that used to really get on my nerves.
It has become. But I see Crystal Palace posted something on Instagram the other day, and they're like, they're gonna help players that get released when they're young.
I saw that.
For like the next 3 years,
that's
like,
wicked.
and that's the way it should have been. Like, why is this happening in 2022?
But they should also have that for the current players.
But you have to give respect to Palace to be the first
100%. I saw that. I was like, that was wicked.
So let me ask you both, because obviously you retired, but you're not retired yet, and you're still playing. What's sort of your plan for it in terms of one, what's your plan for the future, but two, what's also your plan to sort of keep everything ticking along in terms of like investments? I know you mentioned property. Is that something which you're just going to stick to post football?
Buy as many Protect retail and just sell it when I retire. I'm joking. I'm into property, but not over here because I don't really know the market here. I've lived in Manchester for 7 years, and I've seen friends or teammates buy apartments or houses, and it's still worth the same today. And this is like, I've been here 14, 15 years. So
that was in Manchester though. That was in Manchester.
Did you have that with like the first house you ever bought?
You're always gonna learn. That's what makes you grow.
You learn on the job. You learn on the job, mate. So
you have to.
I lived in Manchester, so I bought a house in Manchester. I sold it, and it's still like the same money. But if you'd have bought that, if I would have put that £1 million into London, that might have been £6 million now. That's just the way it goes. So I always try and say, invest in London. London's a massive. It's just unbelievable real estate compared to places outside of London.
But I never lived in London.
You don't know. You're from another. Like if I go Norway, I don't know where to go. Do I? Where do I invest? I don't know.
Just ring me. I'll help you.
Yeah, but exactly. This is what I'm saying. You know,
Norway plug.
You're not from here, so you wouldn't know that. But obviously, also fashion. I know you're into your fashion a lot.
Yeah. Well, what footballer ain't these days? Like,
I get it. But
everyone is a designer these days. But no, I've always been into my fashion. But
you said your friend's got a
one of my friends. I'm actually wearing it now, and just not to promote, but I'm actually wearing it.
It's nice.
Plug it. What's it?
Beautiful Struggles.
Beautiful
Struggles. It's actually Danny Williams. He used to play for Huddersfield, and
Reading.
And Reading. And I've known him for a few years, and then one time his football was going a bit down, and he struggled with the injury.
Yeah.
And I remember I was just with him in LA, and I was like, because he's got good sense, dress sense. Like,
good style.
I respect someone who can dress.
And you can tell them,
and
it's
I'll
nice.
tell them. But
Yeah,
like, footballers, someone will be like, "No, I'm the best." No, he's fresh, and I'll give that to him. But I remember saying to him, like, you should start a clothing line.
Yeah, and he did it.
And then he
Were you trying to say you put it in his head?
No.
All right, cool.
I think he
got
already
shares.
had it in his head,
Mm.
and it was maybe under cooking, but he hadn't started yet.
Yeah,
And
to
I
be
was
fair,
like,
I've seen his website. I think last year someone sent me the clothes look dope.
yeah, he's very, very.
See, that's a great thing as well. He was a footballer. He realized that he can do other things. I think it's a big thing that don't just say you're a footballer. That's it. You can do anything you want.
Anything.
And
You can't shy away from it. You have to capitalize on the fact that you're a footballer. You got to follow in. Like, people idolize you, and like that's just what life is. You just got to capitalize on those things.
but obviously that fashion thing with him is his passion.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's gone into it. My thing's watches, and I've gone into that. So it's really good hearing that story that he's doing that, and I hope he does well, and I hope it blows up, and I hope it becomes a new Kanye label or whatever it is.
Nah, it'll be
Easy.
I'm 100% sure it'll be good because he knows, and he's got style, and he's designing his own stuff.
Yeah, cool.
So I do believe. I just hope I can buy some shares of him when
you know what, that fashion thing is really hard to crack though, isn't it? That's fashion world.
It is, and it takes time to get profit.
Yeah, 100%.
But you have to be patient with it, and he has done. And he started a year and a half ago, and he already got a pop-up shop in Soho,
Sick.
which is sometimes will take
Maybe
twice the time.
maybe you speak to him and try and get him on the show. Speak about it.
Yeah, I can do.
Yeah.
I was with him yesterday. Actually.
You holler at him, bro. Get him on.
Would you ever think about doing something like that?
No, see, I love fashion. I like buying and getting dressed and putting pieces together, but I don't know if I would go that route. Like, I love property. I do think I would do a lot of property.
Do you like doing them up, the property interiors?
Yeah, interior.
That's your thing. You like doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like getting something which is run down.
Yeah.
And doing it finished
And
article. That's dope. That's
You
hot.
can kind of see that with the way you do it with obviously fashion. Like, you piece everything together, and I can imagine you doing that sort of with interior, like making sure everything's color coordinated. Like, look,
I got OCD. Like, and my missus is. We have the same taste when it comes to interior, so it works well.
When you're buying property back in Norway, do you do that? Like, do it up inside, do things like that? Or are you just buying property, just have to have it at the moment?
Nah, because the thing with also you have to understand. Well, you do have property.
Yeah.
But the thing when you building or you refurbish everything, there's so many people trying to take cuts.
Yeah.
And if you're not there, and I'm in England, and I'm here the whole year working. And I don't want to go home on my holiday that I got 5 weeks a year and work even more. So right now I'm not doing it up.
Yeah.
I've done up 2, but that's for me that I just ran out. But I don't want to put too much energy and money in that.
Do it your after.
I need to control it.
You need to be hands on.
Yeah.
You need to be there on ground route doing it.
So that's the plan post football then, just to be more hands
It
on
is
with
today,
that.
but it's just,
Yeah,
things
things
change.
Yeah, things change.
Yeah.
But that's a good
I
plan to have.
I might come work with you two. You never know.
Yeah, you come with us, bro.
I'll get the application ready.
No, but it's good to have a plan, bro. It's good to have a vision and see yourself going into that. And I feel like more people need to have that. And as you said, it can change. 1 minute's now, but you might get a new venture which you enjoy, and then go with that.
Yeah, it's just like us. We were just in watches. Now we're doing this. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I bet you never knew you was gonna sell watches or deal with watches when you retired. The day you retired, did you know?
Yeah, I knew.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I knew. Because I've been a watch nut since I was like 17.
But how'd you get into that?
Just by collecting watches, just like you. Just say how you're collecting watches. You love watches.
Yeah.
I always had a thing for watches. Like probably more deeper than you.
Yeah.
But that was always my thing. So when I was playing, guys would always see me wearing a nice watch, and they would say to me, "Where did you get it?" Which I'm sure you get that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Always guys want watches, and there's a market there. So what I did was in 2017, I started a company up. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna supply everyone with watches. I get so many people asking me for them.
Yeah.
And it went from that, and I just love it. I love hustling. I love finding a deal.
Yeah.
You know what? These watches, they're easy to sell. It's finding them.
Yeah.
It's finding the watches.
Yeah.
I can sell every single watch on it now today.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's finding the right watch, and I like making people happy. You know, I like building people's collection, them being gassed, making a few money. I don't want people to lose money, even though I can't predict it. No one can.
Yeah.
But I like helping people.
yeah,
That's how I got into it.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm into it now. And I feel like the hunger now for me and Henry is still as strong as ever from when I first started it. I want to get it bigger and bigger. I know
we just want to reach out to more people.
Yeah, we want to reach out to more people. That's why we're doing the YouTube, because we want to get out there and get to the masses.
We just want to share like the love for watches and football with everyone. And obviously Kieran was a footballer, so most of the people that we know are footballers. So that's why we've got the football aspect of it.
Yeah.
We got some quick fire questions, don't we?
Yeah, we got some quick fire questions.
Do you want to ask some of yours?
Yep. First one, RM Patek. Just give one answer straight away. RM Patek.
Okay, Patek.
Messi, Ronaldo.
Messi.
John Terry, Rio Ferdinand.
Rio.
Dope.
Really?
Yeah.
Haaland and Mbappe.
Haaland.
Yeah.
Jamaica, Dubai.
I've never been Jamaica,
Bro. Sold it.
I've never been Jamaica.
You need to go there. All right, Caribbean or Dubai.
I've never been.
Bro.
This is my trip this summer.
This one.
Go.
Yeah.
Miami, Dubai.
I've never been Miami.
Bro. You should travel, bro. Where you been?
LA.
Bro, man just goes to LA every year. You should travel,
LA
bro.
3 years in a row, but nah. I've been Dubai a few times.
Where's your favorite place to go with the family?
With the family?
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet. It's Gambia. I always love to go Gambia. Yeah, that's
where you're from, right?
Yeah, that's
Was that your background?
Yeah, I always used to go from I was 2
Yeah.
till 16, like every year, and I learned a lot because they have nothing, and you give them little, and they just so happy. So my dad used to take me to learn about the culture, and I even went to school there when I was 7 for 3-4 months when my mum was studying out there. But I've not took my kids yet, but I need to get them.
That's the plan.
I need to get my kids there ASAP because they need to learn from their roots.
That's their roots, that's their culture.
Kira was telling me the other day, he took his kids to see the Serena Williams and Venus Williams film with the tennis.
Have you seen it?
No.
Because it's all about how the dad's like really strict, and he was like, I'm gonna take them to see that to make sure they know hard work's coming their way.
100%. You need to see that film. It's a massive film. And it was so amazing. He knew before they were born they were going to be the best players in the world at tennis.
He never played tennis himself.
Never played tennis himself, but he had a plan. He had a mad plan.
Yeah.
He stuck to it, and he already knew they was going to be the best players in the world.
Yeah.
Bruv, it's sick. Honestly, go and watch it. My kids loved it.
Yeah, so the best thing you can do is inspire your kids by taking them to see stuff like that.
100%.
I think taking them to where sort of it was your dad, wasn't it, that he grew up, and the way you were taken there when you were younger. I think that's the best thing to do.
It's important as well. Even for my kids, I'm from working class background. I'm not from money.
Yeah.
So it's important that like my kids, even though we're doing all right now, their reality is different to my reality as a kid.
But
so
our kids are lucky.
Exactly. They're in a bubble. But it's not their fault.
Lucky.
It's what they know. So it's important that you show your kids what real stuff is.
You got to give them perspective.
100%. So it's important that you take them back to Gambia. It's important that I take them back to my ends in South London and show them where they're from.
Yeah.
It's very important you to show them, because where we live, and sometimes we don't have too many neighbours. It's hard. I do feel a bit sorry for them because they can't go out in the street. When I was a kid, I used to be out in the street, bruv. Just enough of us, like 20 man, running in the street, playing knockdown ginger, doing things, going to my local youth club. My kids don't have that.
No,
it's sad.
It's all gone.
Just horrible.
iPads and that.
I talked to my wife about it. It annoys us. Like the kids will come home, iPad, playing.
And you just sit there.
It's horrible.
I know.
And you know what? It's like I have to blame myself as well. It's what you get in like a routine. It's horrible. I shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't have no iPads. I know, but it's like they talk to their friends on iPads. It's mad.
Yeah.
They're playing, interacting with their friends.
That's why I was saying, like, when you do that, when you give them the luxuries of like holidays and stuff, you got to do active holidays.
Yeah.
You got to take the kids skiing and things like that.
Yeah.
Also, as well, I was chatting to Rio about it. I don't want to go into detail about it, but when we fly, bro, we go economy, bruv.
What?
We go economy. No. But we can go first class, but we go economy. I'm letting people know.
So when you go Dubai on your own, you go economy?
Yeah, economy.
Oh, even when you go on your own?
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is how I do it. Obviously, it's a business trip.
He's worked for it.
I've worked for it. It's a business thing.
Yeah.
But no.
So if you go with on your own,
yes,
it's business.
It's business class. Cool.
Yeah.
When we go to a country, Dubai, for example, we go economy. That's fine.
Yeah.
But the next trip, I'll go first class with them. And then the trip after that,
so you mix it up.
I mix it up with them.
Okay.
Because I want them to understand, like, the real thing. 99% of the world rolls like this.
Yeah.
This is the 1% go first class or business class. It's not the norm. So I want them, don't get too used to it, because one day you might be in economy with your family, and don't stress about it. It's a minor. Me and Henry the other day, we came back from Dubai. Well, where did we go?
Yeah, we want economy.
We went economy. I'm not stressed about it. It's not a big thing. I've been in my life, bro.
They don't know any different. I was in Novikov with my son the other day, and I was like, "What do you want, son?" He said, "Crab." I opened up the menu. It says half a crab, £500.
Nah.
A full crab, £1,000.
What?
I said, "Son, you need to pick something else." 500 crab. He don't know.
Yeah, he
no
doesn't know.
difference.
He doesn't know.
He just wants crab in it because it looks cool and he likes the taste of it.
Yeah.
But nah, 100%. He's at that age now.
Yeah.
Because he's turning 6 in March. That he needs to.
I just don't want my kids. Listen, my kids like now because they go back and forth.
Yeah.
They moan. They're like, why are we doing this? I'm like, listen, man, just get in the bloody plane. Let's roll. No, but it's all good. But I'm just trying to like show them this is what it can happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go first class every time or business class. Because one day I'm gonna have the money to do that.
Yeah.
So let's just go economy. So we all know that worst case scenario, we're all economy, and it's not a shock to our system. It's the normal, so which is fine.
I just think that's good for anyone in general.
100%.
Yeah, I do think it's very good to change up a bit. I wouldn't say fly only business or only economy if you can afford it, because I also think if you've done well in your life, and doesn't mean your kids shouldn't.
Yeah, 100%.
Have the profit for it, but I also think you need to teach them that this didn't come easy, and this is not what every kid is living like. Yeah. So I do like that, and that might be a thing that I do. To be fair,
no, you ain't doing that. So
maybe.
I might.
No, you should do it. You should do it. Honestly,
maybe next trip you put one of your kids in business and one in economy, and you really took a spanner in the works.
Yeah, I don't know.
I also,
maybe put the kids.
You know what's wrong with me?
You know, put the kids in economy, and then put the missus when they're old enough. Me and the missus in business. Is that wrong as well? I heard someone did that.
My parents did that for years.
With you?
Yeah.
Are you scarred from it?
Nah. my old man was like, "This is how we work."
Yeah.
She's like,
I
work for this."
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like when I'm booking a flight and it's like I look, it's like says $7,000 or something. I'm like, bro, no. I've got to get a £200 ticket. Let's just roll. If it's too much money, I won't do it because it's principle. That money I could like do whatever with it, help people out or whatever. I just can't.
You can spend that on your kids on invest like $7,000.
Bro, it's school fees, bro. Whatever it is. Sometimes it's a bit too much, so I always try and look for a deal, like book a year in advance, try and get them deals.
The worst is when they just hit 24 months and you have to pay the full. Oh,
you got to pay for the
that
ticket.
hurt me once.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh,
all right, cool.
I think we were all done there.
Yeah.
Obviously, good luck for the rest of the season, Josh.
Thank you.
Yeah, hoping the best for Watford, and I think your squad's got it in you personally. So
I do believe, but we'll see. But like I said, I think it's going to go down to the last 2 games of the season.
Go down to the wire.
And as a casual fan, that's what's the most interesting. To be honest,
it's more better for us. Exciting.
I honestly think it might be more exciting than the top of the league race. Obviously, I think City's just
done. Top of the league's done.
True.
Yeah, good luck, bro. And thanks, guys, for tuning in. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment down below, give us a follow on all our socials. They'll be up on the screen, and we'll see you again next time.